Hello, my name's Jack Trainer. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Newcastle. I recently did the ICS Skillshare program and I was volunteering for 3 months in Tanzania between April and June. And I was working with a partner organisation called Tiny DAPS, which stands for Tanzania Environmental Development Animal Power Society. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, basically what we had to do was we were put in this village with, very little information really, and we had to sort of like think on our feet and identify problems and solutions at the same time. Naturally, 3 months sounds like a long time, but it really actually isn't when you don't speak a language and you're trying to get to grips with the community, and really you're really on your own. Like, you're not spoon fed whatsoever really. We quickly identified that the key things that were needed, the most important issues that were in the village we were at was water. They had a really hard time collecting water, a shortage of water, etc., etc. And so we decided that it would be a really useful thing to develop a rainwater harvesting system, and we identified that the local health centre would be the best place to do that because it would benefit most people. And we also decided to have one for the community as well, so that it was sort of fair. I'm about to show you a video that I did in order to raise money to make that happen, and afterwards I will talk about the results. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. I can't believe they have to carry this because it's actually quite heavy, and especially for a little girl. That way, yeah?
Yeah, imagine a kid doing that. No. So this is Jack attempting the speed record.
I'll never, I can't do fast.
Bringing up a pail of water from the well. He's lowering it now, he's showing good technique.
There's hardly any water there.
Slow but steady.
There's no water? Oh, just the rope.
Using an economy of rope. Obtaining some guidance from Jacinta, has to be said. Now it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, look at those forearm muscles. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Good technique. Good technique. There we go. And there is the water in question. There's Jacinta, and there's the boy that pulled it up.
I was very shocked and surprised to learn that many children after attending nursery have to walk miles on end to collect water for themselves and their families daily. Now, I've carried those buckets of water and they are heavy. It's very dangerous for many reasons. Children have been knocked over by motorbikes in the past. They've also drowned in wells and pools of water. It's not safe whatsoever. Before the rainwater harvesting system was built, women from the village were manually carrying buckets of water great distances and emptying them into the water tanks that would just collapse onto the floor. This was really unhygienic and could lead to a lot of illnesses. Okay, I've just been to buy some guttering for the rainwater harvesting system, and I'm just going back on the way to Njeku now to meet Alec and Michael. So collectively we raised funds for the rainwater harvesting system, and we hired workmen, we pitched in ourselves. Now, none of us had done anything like this before, so it was all very new to us, and we were very much doing it as we went along, but
Well, in the end, it all came together, and it really, really, really was worth it because we saw it working while we were there, and it really, I don't know, will continue to make a difference to people's lives long after we're gone.
And there we go. So it works.
Yeah, cool. Tanzania really is an amazing country. I didn't know anything about it before I went, but now I really can't wait to go back. It's got so much going for it, and despite all of its problems, they're so happy and so, but I mean, that said, they do have massive problems. I mean, obviously, like, the fact that water is such a struggle. The one thing this whole experience has taught me is that we all take things for granted and we are all spoilt. I wouldn't have, if someone had said that to me before I went, I'd be like, well, I'm not spoilt, and I don't take this for granted. I know what I've got. But really, if I'm going to be completely honest, that wasn't true, because things I took for granted that I didn't realise I took for granted, like all the roads being tarmacked here, and street lights, and water, really. Like, when I got back, I just was, when I turned on the tap, I was staring at it with awe, just because I was just like, this is just amazing, that the fact we have this. And really, the whole experience just opened my eyes so much. I mean, beforehand, I knew I was lucky, but now I feel lucky. Like, I really do, and I would honestly recommend anyone do. If anyone's thinking about doing something along the lines of what I've done, I would just say, don't think about it anymore. Just do it, because it really will change your life so much. People said that to me. People will say, people said to me, this will change your life, and I was just like, shrugged it off. I just thought, I don't think it will change my life that much. I know what goes on, but it really, really has done for the better, and lots of people have commented on how different I am now, but I mean, I'm still fundamentally the same person, but just little subtle differences, and I mean, it's been such a positive experience. I mean, because I've met people in Tanzania that have changed my life, and I really, really pray I see them again, because it's such an amazing country. But really, to wrap it up, I'm saying, if you do want to do something like that, just do it, because you only live once, and it's pointless being scared of doing things like that, because you'll never grow as a person unless you put yourself in situations where you feel unnerved by. And really, there's nothing to be scared about, because my previous perceptions of like Africa as a whole were really depressing. It was going to be really sad. Those perceptions couldn't have been further from the truth. It was the most wonderful experience of my life. For all there were sad moments, there was also really, really, really amazing moments. Okay, well, by the way, if you are interested in doing something like this, there are a few different companies. Like, I didn't have to pay anything to do this experience, which I think is wonderful, because so many people would love to do something like it, but don't feel they can, because their families don't earn enough money, or whatever the circumstances might be. I went through a charity called ICS. I went through Skillshare International, which was just a pilot program that is no longer, it's not running anymore, but there are other programs like it, like Rally International, and there's many more. But if you just Google ICS volunteer, you should be able to find things on it. So yeah, if anyone's interested, obviously don't hesitate to contact me, because I'd be more than happy to help in any way that I could. Okay, thank you very much.